Hello, sorry I haven't posted in a while. I've been working on editing and coding a new video where I make a 3D renderer, but I've been procrastinating and realized the project would be harder than I thought it was. So for now, I'll work on simpler projects. While working on the 3D render video, I realized I needed something to show in the background while I was talking, so that is what we'll be making in this video. I bet you've seen this animation at least once in the background of a YouTube video. I'm pretty sure it's really popular, and it also looks cool, so I've decided to replicate that one here. I decided not to animate it normally because I wanted an easy project that I could post to fill the gaps between videos. As you can see, if I look up dot network background animation, almost all of the results are somewhat close to it, except for these two, and this one. Although I could. Now let's get started on the coding. First we need a grid of dots taking up the screen. In most of the ones I've seen, the dots aren't completely evenly spaced, so we could change their positions by a random small amount at the start. Now we need the dots to move around slowly. To do this, I think I will give each of them a random, very slow velocity at the start so they all move in their own directions. One problem with this, however, is that they will end up drifting off screen after a while. I'll only be using this in the background of videos, so I won't need it for long periods of time, but if this becomes too much of a problem, I could make it so that they change directions slowly, or have some more dots come in from the sides. Alright, I finished making the dots and here's the product so far. The dots start in a grid with a random value added to their positions. They slowly move in a specified direction. I also made aesthetically pleasing colors. Now it's time to code the connections. I finished making the connections, so now dots will connect to other dots that are close to them. While re-inspecting the example video I showed earlier, I noticed a few things. Number 1, each of the dots has a set path that it travels back and forth on. Number 2, the dots seem to have a limit to the amount of connections they can have. And number 3, there are dots that don't connect floating in the background. I could add most of these things pretty easily, but I think what I have now is pretty much good enough for my videos. The one thing that I will add is making a target point for each point. Once the point reaches its target point, it will change the target point's position. This will make it so that points never leave the screen, which prevents this from happening. Now I finished it. The points will never go off screen. There are still some problems, however. The points sometimes clump up, and after a minute or two, the system where if a point reaches its target point, it gets a new target point, breaks. I would try to fix these, but I need to leave for vacation tomorrow, so I need to get this video finished today. That's also why the editing in the last half is a bit worse. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please subscribe. Bye!